On Wednesday, AB 5 became law here in California, changing how freelancers and independent contractors can be hired. But many who work in those industries still have a lot of questions to how the law does affect them. Fox 40's Doug Johnson joining us now live at the state capitol with more. Doug.
Well, Nikki, some gig employees say this is really hurting their bottom line because many people are too scared to hire them. The guitar playing you're hearing was not learned overnight. Jason Weeks spent years learning guitar as well as bass and drums to become a professional musician.
I pay my mortgage and all my bills by playing guitar and singing, you know.
But with AB 5 going into effect this week, he says he's worried about the unknowns of the gig work bill and how that's scaring away his potential employers, mainly breweries, wineries, and restaurants.
I play 4 or 5 times a week. I play for probably 30 or 40 different venues. They're not all going to put me on their payroll. It's just not going to happen.
While Uber and several other businesses are suing the state to stop AB 5, some of those rideshare drivers the bill was written to protect are not so sure they support it.
Personally, I don't like it. Most drivers I know want the freedom to call their own hours.
We caught up with Uber and Lyft driver Cindy Cloud at Sacramento International Airport. She says she does want more compensation for the job she's doing, but feels the drivers and the company should work that out and that lawmakers should not have gotten involved.
I don't think it was fair in the first place, the way that it was handled with the swipe of a pen, and all of a sudden we're supposed to be in the mainstream. It's not that easy to switch over how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of drivers in California to an employee status.
Meanwhile, Weeks feels musicians should be given an exemption from the law, and already he says the number of his gigs in 2020 is dropping.
Each venue owner that I work with, I've had this conversation with, and they've been kind of like, well, do we kick around the idea of just not having live music at our venue anymore, which obviously makes jobs go away.
Now, we did reach out to the bill's author, Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez. Late in the day, she did release this statement to us saying that I continue to have meetings and conversations with a variety of workers and businesses affected by the new law. We have already committed to getting the music industry to figure out their piece, and we are hopeful that that will happen in the upcoming legislative session. Meanwhile, a lot of musicians tell us until that happens, they could be losing out on gigs and money. Reporting live in Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Doug, thank you.